Hmm. Welcome, welcome. So for class today, you might want blocks. We'll start off in either a comfortable seat or child's pose, one of the two. We're all going to get to child's pose pretty soon. So it's just a matter of whether you want to be there a little longer or if you'd prefer to start off in an upright position. You're going to come to whatever feels good for you. Settle your eyes to close and begin to make that shift into more deliberate, conscious breathing. Mm. I've been thinking a lot recently about how we show up for ourselves. And there's this concept in the teachings of yoga called Maitri, which is often translated to kindness or loving kindness. And what I'd like to invite all of us to do today is to set that intention for Maitri, this idea of figuring out how you could take care of yourself really well in this work today. And I think that sometimes people think of kindness as kind of wimpy or not very strong. But to my mind, kindness can be quite fierce and quite amazing in that way. And I find that an advanced yogi is one who knows how to choose to do what is appropriate in the moment, which might require doing less, it might require doing a lot more, but finding space to make that balance through these practices. So, with that being said, give yourself permission to remain in your seat, or if you haven't already done so, you might want to shift to child's pose. And when you get to child's pose, the knees will be as wide as feels comfortable for you, feet together. And you're just going to go ahead and push with your hands to get a little deeper down into the hips. And you can wiggle around a little. I'm going to take a nice deep breath into the belly. Exhale out of your mouth. And engage the breath a few more times, just like that. Trying to feel the breath broaden at the low back, right from the lumbar spine or the sacrum laterally out. And recognizing how even here, just being in this kind of a shape is an act of kindness. Just finding a place for you to rest, whether you're seated still or in the pose of the child. Choosing what feels best for you in the moment. And what a powerful thing that can be. So a few more breaths wherever you are. On your breath, come all the way forward onto your stomach. And then just very gently roll over onto your back. Go ahead and cross your right knee on top of your left knee and move your hips over to the right. Now, if you have a block and you want to use a little extra support, go ahead and bring the block to the outside of your mat on the left. You know, let the knees drop to the left, arms in cactus or in T shape. I want you to experiment with the idea of trying to consciously work right now in this pose at 80%. And so, very deliberately do less. And notice what happens for you as you choose to do less. For many of us, when we start to slow down in this way, we can begin to notice how our mind will become more overactive. also to think a lot faster. As you notice that occurring today, perhaps instead of leaning into that excess thinking, lean more deeply into steadying the breath, feeling the physical body a little bit more, and allowing your attention to rest there instead of whatever other activity the mind might be drawn towards. Bring the breath deep down into the belly. Yeah, a couple more moments, twisting to the left, deliberately just trying to work at about 80%. You'll inhale out of the twist, uncross the legs, recenter the pelvis, and then go to the second side, left knee on top. Move the hips over to the left, let the knees drop to the right. And playing with the idea of only allowing or encouraging the legs to work at 80%. Right, so with or without a block for support. And lengthen the tailbone down away from your heart, widening the breath through the lumbar spine. Just a few more moments here. And then, just like the first side, on an inhalation, you can come out of the twist. You can keep the space in the spine. Take a moment with your feet flat on the floor. Let the feet move wider away from one another from the midline. The knees drop in. Hands on the hips. 3 big breaths down into the belly. Feeling the effects of the twist as we come out of it. Great. And then take your time. Go ahead and shift to one side or the other. Come to downward facing dog pose. And when you get to down dog, adjust so that the pose feels manageable, comfortable. Maybe that means taking your feet wider apart than you would normally, or walking your feet closer to your hands, or somehow adjusting your arms in a similar way. But just come in so that it feels really generous, spacious. Stabilize your hands down into the floor. Gently squeeze your forearms in toward one another. And just as gently press your biceps away. Use that to stabilize from your hands to your upper back. Let the musculature settle up there. 2 more breaths. And then what we'll do, friends, is come into high plank pose. And keep choosing what's best for you. That means taking your knees down, take your knees down, or going a little further into it. Check and see if you could make your legs do a little more work than sometimes they do. Right, so when we spread the work around, so it's not just in the arms, we tend to last longer. And so part of kindness, part of Maitri is being efficient. And so you can just kind of see how that works in your body. And you go back down dog as you exhale, high plank as you inhale, just a few times like this on the breath. And then high plank and hold it. Go ahead and just lift one leg a little bit and notice the effort, notice your will, and see if you're forcing something. Can you modify somewhere to bring more of your body in instead of forcing in one area? Change the leg. Mhm. You're going to bring that second foot down, do chaturanga, low plank, and hold for 3 breaths. Inner hands pressing to the floor, collarbones nice and wide. Deep, deep, deep breath. All the way down onto your belly. Send your arms back. Shalambhasana. If you want to interlace your hands, go for the interlace of the hands. Tailbone reaching towards your heels. Chest lifting, maybe feet lifting. Look down your cheeks. 3 more breaths. And place your hands. Little cobra. Feet go down to the floor and then downward facing dog pose. And just like the first dog, adjust so that it feels really nice. 2 more breaths. Stretching out the length of the time with the inhalation and the exhalation. You're going to set your gaze forward as you breathe in. You can step or hop front of the mat, breathe out. And then Uttanasana, inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold. Do that a few more times, moving on your breath. And look to create space in and through the upper back here. Just one more, everybody. Inhale, get nice and long. Broaden your upper back. Exhale, fold down to the floor. Come upright to stand, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep your arms up, just push the heels of your feet down. As you push the heels of your feet down, can you lift the heel of your skull up? At that place where the back of the neck and the skull meet, the occiput. Now pull your ribs in gently. There it is. And feel how more of your body is coming into this right now. Yeah. And so Maitri is this invitation to balance, right? To use ourselves evenly. Another inhale here. Exhale, pull down to the floor. Breathe and lengthen your spine. Send your left leg back, low lunge. And just take a moment to square off that front leg so the knees on top of the heel. Maybe take the front foot a little wider if you're feeling tight in your hips today. Yeah, I'm just going to stabilize. Now, stage 2, bring your hands to your hips and check in with your waist and try to balance the hips left, right, front, back. Keeping the hips balanced, let your arms just dangle. So with the arms dangling, start to squeeze your shoulder blades together, taking the head of the arm bone into the joint more, and then let that drop. And then do that again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and feel how the arms are part of your back body. Drop. And then last time, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep this alignment, head of the arm bone in the shoulder joint, and extend the arms alongside your ears. Make space again in your upper back. Spread your fingers, feel the arms charge. Yeah, so the shoulder blades are moving down, but you can also widen them a little bit, and it'll help engage the trapezius to stabilize the neck. Another breath. We're going to float it down dog. Hands down, high plank, chaturanga. There we go. And just down dog for a couple breaths. Fidgeting, adjusting, whatever feels natural. Let's go for the second side, okay? So low lunge, left foot forward. Take time to build the alignment, knee on top of heel. It's just a nice square there. And then you just stabilize stage one, and you can stay in stage one the entire time and get a lot of really good information out of this pose. Stage two, hands to the hips. Try to balance out again, left, right, front, back. So you feel even and broad in your sacrum, your low back, and back of the pelvic plate. Arms drop down, and then just practice plugging in, right? Head of the arm bone back, shoulder blades down. Just a few times. And then you keep it. Spread those fingers, send the arms forward, arrowhead lunge. Make space again in your upper back from the arm strength. Good. Ready? Float it down dog. Try to keep your mind fully present. Yeah. And then down dog, again, try to stay fully present in your body, in your breathing. And can you be aware of each piece of you coming into this practice right now? 2 more breaths. Look forward as you inhale. Step or jump front of the mat. Exhale. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold, nice and steady. Again, breathe in, lengthen. And fold. Let's come up right to stand. Inhale all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Surya A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Breathe in, lengthen, look forward. Step, jump, or float a down dog. Right. Whatever would feel like kindness to you. You're going to take your right leg for split. Move it around. We're going to go ahead and bring our right foot forward. Low lunge. Stay here or hands to the hips 2. Stay here or arms forward 3. Yeah. 2 more breaths. Whichever lunge you're in. Charge it up. And then float a dog. Left leg high. Move it around. Try to notice if there's a certain area of your body that's overworking. Low lunge. Any stage, hands down, hips or arms forward. Is there an area that's underworking? Right. So when some place in the body underworks, another area needs to work harder to compensate. Remember, we're in a Maitri practice. You're trying to see and bring in more kindness, and part of kindness is being efficient. Try to get your whole body into this. Another breath. And then flow, nice and steady on your breath, to down dog. Couple of big breaths, down dog. Actualizing whatever stretch potential your body might be interested in. Right, maybe you're feeling it more in your arms, your middle, your legs. Another breath. Looking forward on your inhale, step or jump, exhale. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold. Again, lengthen. And fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to the heart. We'll do one more series. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold to the floor. Step, jump, or flow, whatever feels like kindness. Right leg for split. Move it around. And then as you exhale, bring the right knee in towards your nose, pendulum. Do that again. Inhale, split. Exhale, pendulum. And one more time like that. Split to pendulum. And now split to lunge. Place the right foot by the thumb. We're going to twist. Keep your left arm down. Take your right arm up to the sky. Now drive the back thigh higher. Push it up towards the ceiling. And drag your left shoulder blade down. Yeah, squeeze both hips in. Look towards the sky. 2 or 3 more breaths. Stay steady in that left side body, nice and steady. I want you to imprint that action. On an inhale, right hand to the floor, flow to dog. And then left leg high for split. Pendulum 3 times. Low lunge, left foot forward, into the twist. Left arm to the sky. So you can just look down at the right hand for a moment, press the right thigh up towards the ceiling, and then drag your right shoulder blade down the back. Without changing that, squeeze your hips in and twist towards the sky. Another full breath here. Inhale, make your way out. Low to dog. Ready? Let's try that one more time, and we might take it a step further. So right leg for split. Bring the knee to the nose 3 times. So on this 4th one, place the foot, low lunge, come into the twist. Readjust the left thigh up, left shoulder blade down. Now flex the right foot quite a bit and start to toe heel the right foot out to the right a little bit. So we're going to pause for a moment. So you're modifying your right foot and your knee out, working deeper into the hip. You can just stay right here, or if you want to go a step further still, spin to the outer edge of the left foot. Make sure your left arm is still really grounded. And then you toe heel the right foot even more. So you're in kickstand Vashisthasana. It's a little modification of side plank, breathing here, or perhaps stepping the right leg back, classical Vashisthasana. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Remember, just meet yourself in the practice. Work where you want to work. High plank flow. Left leg for split. 3 times in. Fourth is when you place the foot. Low lunge. Twist. Flex and toe heel the left foot further out and breathe. Now remember, are you doing something kind for yourself, right? Or are you pushing yourself a little too far because maybe I'm trying something different? Perhaps shifting to extend Vashisthasana, perhaps classical Vashisthasana. Regardless of the stage that you're in, keep dragging that right shoulder blade down your back. It's stabilizing. Head of the arm bone. 2 more breaths. High plank flow. Pause, something neutral, down dog, table, cat cow, child's pose, couple of breaths. Check back in as you breathe. Steady your body. Great. Remember to keep choosing for you. You're gonna do down dog split. Right leg high. This time bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Stay forward, but almost make pigeon shape, bringing your right foot towards your left elbow. Inhale, split. Do that again. Right knee towards the right elbow, right foot towards the left. 2 more times. Split. Place your right foot forward by the thumb. Warrior 1. Or high lunge. Sit deeply down into the hips. From your hips, push down into your feet and feel that reverb up through your spine. Warrior 2. Same idea, friends, from your pelvis, push down, down, down. Let your upper body open from that. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Firm both legs, but concentrate a little bit more on the left foot. Try to lift the inner arch of the left foot up, stabilizing through the groin. Keep lifting through your inner left groin and send the left arm over the ear, get long. Just 2 more breaths. Maintain that activity in the inseam of your left leg. Do your absolute best. Keep really strong and active there. Because we're going to bring that with us into half moon. So just shift onto that right foot, hand on the ground or on blocks. And choose what's best for you today. Maybe your left hand goes to the hip, maybe to the sky, maybe it's still overhead, but keep flexing through the left foot and engaging the inseam of the left leg all the way up through the pelvis. Right, so we're actually helping to stimulate the low psoas, which is going to help our low back open. So the upper psoas can adjust. And you can stay here like this, or bring the foot to the buttock and go for Chapasana, right? The thigh stretch. If you are going for the thigh stretch back bend, just try to notice, is one part of your spine bending more than the rest? And if so, how can you adjust to even out the bend more? So that your entire spinal column feels like it's participating in this extension. Yeah. We're going to slowly reverse our way out of this series. You're going to come back to triangle pose. Try not to slingshot. And then from triangle, warrior 2. Reverse. And then go ahead and step or flow to dog. Left leg for split. Left knee to left elbow. Left foot to right elbow. 4 times. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. And then triangle pose. Just like the first side, pay a bit more attention to that back leg foot. Lift the arch up. Engage through the adductors, all the way up to the inner hip. Yeah, I want you to keep choosing that engagement, okay? That lift, and then go ahead and make your way into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe you stay in Ardha Chandrasana, picking variations that work for you, which might include Chapasana, the back bend thigh stretch. Just slowly make your way back through the series, triangle. Warrior 2. Reverse. And flow. Step or jump front on mat. Lengthen, fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Bring your feet all the way together. Knees together. Sit nice and deeply down into your chair. Get to that stage that feels exciting. And then twist. Elbow to the outside of the knee, prayer hands. Stage one. Hanging out in your twisted chair, breathing deep. Maybe opening your arms like wings and feeling Vashisthasana action, that side plank action here. Breathing. Back to chair. Twist to the right. Maybe open the arms like wings. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, fold. Hold your elbows. Dangle side to side, breathe. Roll upright to stand. Roll your shoulders around a little bit. So we're going to come back into chair pose, Utkatasana. And this one will shift only onto one foot. So try to balance on your right leg, cross your left ankle over the right knee. So it's Ekapada Agni Stambhasana. Go ahead and get as low as you can. Maybe rest your forearms on your shin, or hands to your hips, or maybe left hand to left knee, right hand to left foot. See how close to parallel you can get, meaning your spine parallel with the floor, so that you really get to work deeper into the hips. And you can stay right here, or even send the arms down to the ground and try Galavasana, wrapping the toes around the right arm, bending the arms to a little shelf, leaning forward and playing with the arm balance. Now, we already played with that shape in the down dog variations. Make your way out, come to stand. Right, so when we were doing those down dog splits and bringing the knee towards the same elbow and then the foot towards the opposite elbow, we're starting to prep our body for that flying pigeon shape. Second side, standing on the left, bending the right, sit down into it, right ankle over left knee. Right. And you just hang out here, working as deeply down as feels safe and comfortable for you. And maybe you try for that arm balance again on the second side, wrapping the toes around the left arm, bringing the back leg to fly. Resetting, coming out. Step, jump, or flow to downward facing dog pose. And just to clear the body, Surya Namaskar be on our breath. From down dog, inhale, lift your right leg, split. Exhale, place your right foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, flow, down dog. Left side. Warrior one. Flow to dog. Forearms in, biceps out. Squeeze the legs. Use your whole body. Look forward as you inhale. Step or jump, exhale, front of the mat. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, fold. Chair pose. Feet together. Stage one. Stage two, lift your heels up. Now, if this goes into your knees in an unfair way, feet just go back down, classical shape. Want a little challenge? Open the knees, keep the heels together, lower down, hands to the floor, Bakasana crow. Try to hold crow for a couple breaths. Step, jumper, flow to dog. And just for fun, right leg up for splits. Bring the right knee towards the right tricep, right armpit. Exhale. Go back up. Do that again or add chaturanga. Exhale. Back up. Do that again or add the full arm balance chaturanga. Press the back leg to the sky. Yeah. That one-legged crow. Left leg for split. Exhale, knee towards armpit. Stage one. Work that again or add chaturanga. Stage two. Work that again or add chaturanga. Press the back thigh to the sky. Down dog. Are you being kind to yourself? Are you doing what feels good for you? Are you forcing something somewhere? Why? What? I blank. Recenter. Back to down dog. Split right leg high. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Ready? Shift warrior one into high lunge. Lift the back heel. How does that feel by comparison? Warrior three. Choose an arm variation that works for you. Airplane arms, hands to the hips, arms forward. Standing split. Bend your right leg at the knee. Turn your left inner thigh in, and then lift higher. Maybe straightening your right leg, maybe. Just keep breathing here. If it feels good and you want to try a little handstand hop, 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 go for it. Yeah, it can get pretty fun. Fun and weird. Down dog, flow. Left leg for splits. Bring it forward. Warrior one. High lunge. Warrior three. Remember, you pick a variation that works for you. Standing split. Bend the left knee, spin the right leg in, go higher. If you want to try those little hops, go for it. Look forward. Float dog. Child's pose. Have you waited too long to come to child's pose? Does it feel to be just the right moment? Notice the willingness to be present in this pose, to receive from this pose. So you'll stay in child's a little longer, or if you feel like you want to practice that handstand again or standing split, and you've got wall space, by all means, you can come to a wall, do standing split facing the wall, trying to hop up, or stay in child's pose, or any inversion that might feel good for you. It'll take maybe 30 seconds, a minute, just to play upside down and see what's possible. Downward facing dog pose. Right leg for splits. Bring the right knee forward. Pigeon prep. Now pause. I'm going to go through a pigeon series twice. This really is the prep moment. So stay upright. Tuck your back toes under. Lift the back knee and try to balance your pelvis left, right, front, back. Now, if you feel it in your deep low back, meaning if you feel uncomfortable, then just walk further forward. Try to keep the back leg lifted and just work to balance the hips, the pelvis, the low back, okay? Now, some of us might be able to walk our hands back and still feel safe in the low back, cool. Some of us might be able to keep the back knee lifting, take the arms up. Now, are you being kind? And if there's a big feeling in the low back, shift the rib cage forward. Float a dog, change sides. This is just the prep. Left leg. Tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee. Square off the hips, breathe. Remember, if you feel safe, walk your hands back. If you're feeling tender in your low back, walk your hands forward. Right? Maybe arms up. flow. Back and down dog. Left leg for splits. Bring it forward. Pigeon again. Stage one, just like we did before, back knee lifted. Just working that, finding balance, understanding what that is for you. Stage two, thigh stretch. Left hand to left foot. Stage three, mermaid. You slide the bend of the arm. Lift more upright. Hold hands with yourself. And you might be able to try the full pigeon, stage four, holding the foot, elbow up, and both hands hold back. You're gonna do the full forward fold. When you're finished, your thigh stretching. 4 big breaths. And then friends, go ahead and let's change sides. Yeah, so from down dog. When you're ready, take the left leg forward. Same stages, back knee lifting 1, thigh stretch 2, mermaid, or full Ekapada Rajakapatasana. And the full forward fold. All right, friends. Slow to dog. High plank pose. 3-legged plank, lift your left leg. Feel everything knitting back together. Ready? Roll to the outer edge of the right foot, Vashisthasana, with the left leg floating. Sense that this is also a gathering together. Cementing your left foot behind you. Push the left foot to the floor. There it is, back bend. Come on out, nice and easy. Flow to down dog between sides. Plank. Lift the right leg, breathe. Roll to the outer edge, the left foot. Right arm to the sky, Vashisthasana. Breathe. Right foot back behind you on the floor. Chamatkara, wild thing. Breathe. Inhaling out, flow. Last down dog. Several breaths. Step or jump through to a seat. Legs out in front of you. Clear the flesh from your sitting bones. Hamstrings, Paschimottanasana. Nice deep forward fold. Just let the breath flow. Breathing deeply down into the low back. Have a block nearby. You can place the block under your head, any height that works. Guiding the breath into the low back. Just noticing what it is for you to stay in this forward fold for a little bit of time. Friends, we're going to just ease ourselves out of the forward fold. Come onto your backs, happy babies pose. Stay in happy baby, but just try to slowly straighten the legs. Maybe one at a time or both at the same time. Going for a little straddle variation. And then we're going to go for just one more pose. I want you to try that first twist we did in the beginning of class. With or without a block, cross your right knee on top, move the hips to the right, drop the legs over to the left. Just feeling how far we've come. You'll do both sides. So take your time. No need to rush at all. Go into Shavasana, nice and easy. Any way that feels good for you to take that shape, space. Just breathing and letting everything settle more and more and more. And give yourself permission just to remain in Shavasana longer, still resting. If you'd like to move in any way, by all means, just gently start to bring movement back into the body, stretching, shifting. Perhaps you remain in Shavasana or come to a seat. And wherever you are, just consider again this idea of Maitri, this notion of being kind to yourself. How sometimes being kind is doing the challenging thing, while others is taking many steps back. Really, what it is to be dynamically kind and present with your being moment to moment, reconciling anything that might steer you off that path. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll close with the chant of Om. Easy breath in and out. Give yourself permission to listen or sing. Om. Deep, deep, deep peace. Om Shanti. Namaste.